Well, we're about ready to start on the sidewall insulation, and the way we do it is we use a fill tube to fill up the cavity with insulation. We're going to be sticking it up the wall. See, we marked it here to show us that we're in far enough, and what we'll do is we'll stick it up there, and this mobile home has a belt rail on it, so we'll be sticking the tube up behind the belt rail and all the way to the top. We'll start packing it from the top down, and when we get to the bottom, then we'll just stop and move on to the next cavity. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. Okay, while I'm pushing this tube up the wall, there are two bell rails on the mobile home. What we need to do is make sure that we get the tube underneath behind the belt rail, past the belt rail. We want to get all the way to the top of the cavity. And also we want to be aware of any electrical outlets that might be on the wall, as well as electrical wires that might be running horizontally. Okay, I made sure that the fill tube is behind, between the bat and the interior wall, behind the belt rail also.
Go. You little... I'm worried about the camera.
Where's the spray?
Spray.
Go this way, baby. Okay, stop. One other method we use for blowing the belly is we use this tube here. It's a 2-inch fill tube. It's an irrigation hose, and what we do is we'll cut a hole in the center of the belly, and we'll stick the tube in to the end and fill up the cavity toward the center, flip it around, and stick it to the other side.
Are you recording us? Yeah, but they hear you coming, Bill. They're going to close down. He's whooping my ass.
What we're going to do is we're going to cut holes in the roof, blow insulation in, and then seal it back up again so it doesn't leak. We're going to cut 8-inch holes straddled on a truss. So you can see I'm kind of walking on the roof here. I think the truss is right about here. I want to be in the middle so that we're on the ridge where it's least likely to leak or have a puddle. Mark out the hole I want. I'm going to cut that open, peel it back. We're going to use a fill rig over here, blow it full of fiberglass. Found is we can start a hole in the roof just by going through it like that with a chisel and a hammer. Then that'll give us a place to finish out the rest of those cuts. Okay. You can see we're straddling a truss. That way gives you equal access to both sides, and you can blow 2 bays with only 1 penetration. You can take your fill tube and shove it over to this side and this side, and then when you're done there, bring the fill tube back around and send it in those 2 directions. What I like to do is stand on the plate at this point and put the screws in a way that will work any bubbles out to the edges. So I'm going to go number 1, screw that one 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, then work out the corners, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. If you start in the corners and try and work towards the middle, it's going to make a bubble there and it's not going to seal right for you.
that with your cordless, man. I don't think so.